It's glad to have you be part of our day today. This is Enterprise Morning, and we're reaching you from Enterprise Television. I am Henry Igwebike.
And I'm Choma Okoye.
All right, in a jiffy, we'll be going straight to our newspaper headlines to see all that we have for you this morning. And right after that will be our main conversation also for today. Please do well to be part of our community. If you may have a say in what we say, you can always reach us, find us at enterprisetvnews.com, and also you may like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. With us today to pair us through, or we have for our newspaper headlines, is Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid, Barrister Law and Public Affairs commentator. Good morning to you, Barrister.
Good morning, Barrister Tunji.
Good morning.
Thank you so very much.
It's my pleasure to be with you.
Looking deeper.
Thank you.
All right, so let's kick off today with an interesting story before we head into other things that make it for newspapers. So what is it?
Okay, let's start with the big story. And that says Bobrisky falls ill in police custody, rushed to the hospital. And just flesh out that particular story. Popular cross-dresser Idris Okude, also known as Bobrisky, has fallen ill while in police custody and has been rushed to a hospital. Sources disclosed that Bobrisky showed symptoms requiring medical attention, prompting his transfer to the hospital for treatment. And moving on, Kenneth Doe, the spokesperson for the Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, and Deputy Controller of Immigration, confirmed Bobrisky's arrest at Seme border on Monday. Bobrisky's arrest followed the submission of a report by a federal government panel investigating claims that he had not served his 6-month jail term in prison.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a developing story, and it's unfolding.
Yeah.
And Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid, looking at the current state of Bobrisky at this point, you're already smiling because we analyzed this particular story yesterday, and we talked about the NIS not having the rights to even arrest him and keep him in detention for over 48 hours. And now this is what is happening. What is your reaction?
Bobrisky is also playing the game now. The politicians, you know what they do. Whenever they are detained, they find one thing or the other to leave the custody. I think the Bobrisky issue is just for me, just by the way, it's just an attempt to cover up certain things. It's just to keep the allegation behind and then focus on other things. For me, Bobrisky is trying to also play the game so as to escape from the custody, in quote, illegal custody, because he has not committed any offense that I know that he or she has been alleged. I'm not aware of any law, any order of court that says don't travel out of the country. You must be with him. So as far as I'm concerned, it's just a mere drama. Let's just move on.
Well, it's a developing story, and we'll see where that takes us next too. But let's move to what other dailies do we have there?
Okay,
we have let's look at The Nation, a newspaper, and we have the big story here. Tinubu fires 5 ministers in major cabinet reshuffle.
Okay, on the top strip of The Nation newspaper, you will find Attorney General in trouble over state suits against EFCC. And
also we have on the bottom strip here, Nigeria taking steps to strengthen Naira, says Edu.
Okay, moving on the flood issue. Avoid flooding, relocate from Oya Dam path, Ogun urges resident. Details are on page 6.
All right, but let's take a look at this very interesting story. It's a transition in every other day we talk about it, and that's on the Binance issue. Trial of Binance chief for money laundering terminated. Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid, this was expected, isn't it?
Yes, we have said it before now that it's not necessary and it's not painting our country well. The people think they love the country more than us. Say that the man has been our source of a problem in the country. He has been the source of a lack of efforts or whatever in the country. They've said a lot of things that you can't do that and expect to get foreign direct investment. The way and manner they were detained or arrested is not good for our country. You say you are looking for foreign investors. You are going from one place to another. And boom, you have an invitation to interact with these people for some of that. Then you say you are arresting them, you are detaining them, you are taking them to court. And you think, so what are they saying now? This matter has been on since April or so.
Yeah.
It is now they now realize that the man is just an employee. That's one of the excuses they gave. So it shows that people in corridor of power or people who are given responsibility are messing up the country. They are not doing us a good anything good. For me, I don't see them detaining this man. I don't see the matter go this way before now. As in I'm talking about, in fact, in detaining him at all, it's not the issue.
Well, around April, May, he came out to say he was asked to actually give some ransom, as in to pay and just grease some palms, but he refused. That actually led to his detention. Are we going to say at this point he has actually paid the dues to the right people, and now they decided to?
No, this cannot be. This is about the power that is. It's not about the federal government taking decision to save their face. You know, this man is a citizen of United States of America.
Sure.
And I believe the diplomatic discussion will have taken place, and then they will have looked at it in a way that, look, you can't do this to our citizen. This is the way to go. This is not the way to go. So I don't believe it. That bribe is just for those in the custody or wherever he is. It's not for the entire government. Can he pay those in government to find it? It's about diplomatic discussion, which for me is embarrassing to me as far as I'm concerned. And we said this before now, but those who don't see anything bad in whatever the government brings out will always just justify it. Even those who are senior journalists, lawyers, whatever, are saying that how can somebody come to your country and I don't understand. Sometimes I wonder. I want to hear what they'll be saying now. Those who are supporting the detention of the guy at the time, because I know I was one of those who said, look, it is not proper. That is not the way to go. If somebody you call somebody for a meeting and you said you are detaining him for this and that, for different business meeting, that's what you call them for, and they were tricked. The people are just going by one narration. They are the one behind our FX problem. They were the one behind. How can they be? How can they be? They are doing their businesses. Your citizens are patronizing them. They are doing it. So what is how instead of us to go to the source where those FS are coming out from to determine whether or not these ones are going, how do they get it here? We'll leave the main issue. We'll start pursuing the secondary issue, and that's what we'll do in this country, and we can't get it right. Well, I think it's good, but it's late as far as I'm concerned, because the image has been tarnished already.
Well, the truth of the matter is, this is actually not peculiar to us. The owner of Telegram is actually currently still incarcerated in France, for infractions.
They are not the same thing. Don't bring this. Were they arrested the same way the way these people are arrested?
Well, he was.
Were they kept in custody just the way these people are kept without trial, without the proper thing being done? You see, and then sometimes you don't even know this fact. You just look at it, the general issue there. They were doing FS. This one doing the FS. It may be a different thing. There are law in there. We don't know. Do we have a law that says that kind of thing cannot happen? So you can't compare them. You have to look at our law. Look at the law in the country you are talking about. Whether or not any law has been breached. In our own country here, I'm not sure. I'm aware of any law that has been breached. Although they are talking about the issue of inflation of tax, they brought down out too. So I don't know how they evade tax, because they were doing businesses online. They don't have any office in this country.
All right, beautiful. I wish we had gone for more stories here, but this is just about the time we have for this particular segment. And I'd love to say thank you to Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid for being part of our show today.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
All right.
On return, in major executive branch shakeup, Tinubu dissolves ministers, sack 5 ministers. Now, that's a major conversation in just a bit. To stay with us.